Welcome to Whiskey Obsession's review of Jim Beam's Devil's Cut. Jim Beam's Devil's Cut is distilled at 90 proof and is a 6-year-old Kentucky straight bourbon.
Hi everyone, Justin Dillon from WhiskeyObsession.com, and today we're going to be discussing Jim Beam Devil's Cut, which is a 90 proof bourbon. Now, the story behind Jim Beam Devil's Cut is just amazing, and it's great. I love stories. I mean, any spirit that's been sitting around for 6 years or more has got to have a good story, and Devil's Cut is a great one. So, we all know what the Angel's Share is. That's the bourbon that evaporates out of the cask during the aging process. Well, if the Angels are getting their share, the Devil's going to take his cut. And what happens with that is, what the Devil's Cut is it's the bourbon absorbed into the barrel, that gets absorbed into the wood itself. Now, Jim Beam has come up with a proprietary way of extracting that bourbon, letting it mellow, and then they add it to a 6-year-old bourbon to create this 90 proof Devil's Cut, which is a premium bourbon. Don't get me wrong, but I think it's actually on the little bit higher end of premium. But at the price point, it's on the lower end of a premium. So it's really just a great whiskey to have around and to share with people. Now, we're going to go ahead and pour our sample here. That's a good healthy amount. And the first thing you're going to take note of is just its deep, rich color. Its nice, even consistency. I don't know if you can see it really well, but when you do, you're going to see that it coats the glass just beautifully. And the viscosity is wonderful. The color is great. Now, we're going to really whisk this around. We're going to aerate this a lot. And what's amazing, it has very little nasal burn. It's very bold on the nose. And the wood is there. There's a subtle sweetness to it. Again, very little nasal burn. And I haven't diluted this yet. I haven't added water to this. We're going to do this in 2 parts. We're going to taste this once this way, and then we're going to add some water and we're going to revisit it again here. So. It's very simple. It's wood. There's some hints of vanilla in it. It's very warm. It's just a good bourbon. And that's what I think is really the most important thing about it. Aside from its very unique process, it's just a really great bourbon to drink. And it's very simple. There's not a lot of complexity to it. You taste the wood, you get that earthy presence from it, and just that hint. That hint of sweetness, that vanilla, and it kind of lingers on your lips even. You can taste it. It's got a nice warm finish. And we're going to go ahead and we're going to add some water to this. Actually, let's do one final finishing with it out. It's long, smooth, and yet the sweetness is still there. So it's just consistently good. It's an excellent bourbon, and again, I highly recommend, if you don't have a bottle at home now, go grab one. Just, stop the video, go get one, taste it with me, come back, it'll all be fun. But it's an excellent bourbon. Now we're going to go back and we're going to add water now, off camera, because it's 90. I do want to dilute it down just a little bit, and didn't add a whole lot of water, It didn't affect its color much or its viscosity. It's bringing out the wood because that is such a heavy scent in there anyway. The little bit of vanilla comes popping through now with the water. The water will help soften the finish, but as far as the tasting of it goes, the water has very little effect on it. The wood is right there. It's so primary, and then just the vanilla pops with the water. But it softens the finish a little bit more, takes a little bit of the warmth, but I don't think it really needs it. But then again, that's up to your palate too. So for me, I probably won't add water to it anymore. But getting it aerated, it is just an incredible experience. I love it. I really do. And I'm glad I finally got the chance to review it because I've had the Devil's Cut and been drinking it for a long time, and I have never been disappointed with it. So I hope you all enjoy it as much as I do. Let's take this last little bit here, and we'll go for a big finish, shall we? Again, nothing changes. Its beauty is in its simplicity, and again, I highly recommend it. Again, the Jim Beam Devil's Cut is an absolute must-buy. Simplistic, very much on the upper end of premium, very much on the lower end of the price spectrum of premium. So you can't go wrong with this bottle. I love it, and everyone who sampled it last night with me loved it. So I highly recommend you pick up a bottle. And once again, this has been Justin Dillon from WhiskeyObsession.com. And I want to thank you for watching, and hope you liked the video. Make sure you leave your comments, and we'll see you again real soon.